pretty sure anyone who's just started learning Chinese looks at the Chinese characters will be like, what on earth is this supposed to mean?
What?
So over 3,000 years ago, what were the Chinese people thinking when they created their characters? Imagine one day you met an alien, and since you don't speak the same language, you decide to communicate by drawing. If you wanted to express the word grass with your amazing drawing skills, I'm sure you draw like this. And I might just draw like this. When our alien friends gather, that's how we create a new symbol for our own language. That's how we, the Chinese, created our characters 3,000 years ago. Every Chinese character started as Asian drawing, each with its own fascinating story. And that's right, 3,000 years ago in China, the character for grass was written like this, or this. So over the time, Chinese people were like, so let's simplify it, make it more prettier, and add a story in it. But at some point, I bet you noticed something new was added. So what is the story? It began like this. Look very closely at the top, this is the sun. The bottom is still grass. Can you guess what it means? I'll show you a picture first. It is a very poetic way to depict dawn or morning. Morning is like the sun gently rising above the low grass on the horizon. So you can think of the character for grass as representing grass growing in the early morning light. Fascinating, isn't it? And about the pronunciation is certain, 草. Congratulations on learning your first Chinese character. And the second one is morning. It pronounced like 早. Okay, I know it sounds a bit similar, but you got a writing part already. Don't be rushed. You can think of grass as a root, and from it, a lot of other characters can be derived. Let's take this for example. I don't know if you noticed, but this drawing is a bit strange. They drew grass growing upside down, totally against the laws of nature. That's what this characters means. It means unreasonable, impossible, or just plain wrong. And it's the fourth tone, 不. So when you travel to China one day, if you wanted to say no or refuse something, you can just say 不不不不不不不不, which is like saying no in English. You got it? Isn't it fun to learn it this way? Now you get a meaning of 不, so it's way easier for you to get this character. 否. If we draw a mouse under the character 不, it shows someone saying no. It means deny or negate. We talk about this part means morning, so what if we add a moon next to it? You can pause and think for a moment. The sun has already risen from the grass, but the moon hasn't set yet. This is something you'd see in the early morning. It has also two meanings. When it pronounced as 朝, it means before dawn. But when it pronounced as 朝, it means dynasty. Before dawn is reasonable, but why dynasty? If we put it together, then we can get a new word, which means morning court. Back in ancient China, officials had to get to the palace before dawn to talk about the state's matter with the emperor. That's how morning court comes from. So it's not hard to see how 朝 also means court and dynasty now. By now, I bet you are starting to get how Chinese characters are made. Yep, you can combine characters to create new ones. So based on what we learned, what if I add a river besides it? Okay, do your imagination and tell me what it is in a comment. Does it mean the river in the morning? Well, not exactly. Imagine you're the Asian river observer. One morning, you rush to the river and notice the water level has changed. So you grab your little notebook, draw a symbol for before dawn and one for the river, and put them together. That's how the character 朝 evolved. That's right, it means tide. Notice anything? Both of them are pronounced the same, 朝, because they come from pretty similar roots, and this happens a lot in Chinese. Let me give you another guess. You already know this part is morning, so what if I tell you this part is a person? So together, which means a person who wakes up in the early morning, so he's a hard worker, he's diligent, he's eminent. Also, the morning sun is lower, so you can make people look taller, which is why this character can also mean tall or upright.
You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you.
Is it clear? And here goes our last one. In the bottom, we have sun. And in the middle, we have two hands holding a grass on top. So the story is, under the warm rising sun, you use 2 hands to hold a small plant or seed. What are you doing? Obviously you're planting. And when do we do that? Spring. So this character, 春, means spring. Alright, so this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys today, and I wanted to give you a little task in the end to see how many Chinese characters you've remembered. Ready? 草 早 不 否 潮 朝 潮 着 春 Leave a comment how many you got it right. I almost forgot to introduce myself. Hey there, I'm Susan, and I'm super into Chinese characters. The fun fact is, Chinese is the only ancient writing system still in use today, passed on for thousands of years without a break. So as a Chinese person, we're lucky to be able to read words carved into animal bones and to understand stories from over 3,000 years ago, like a hunting trip or even a romantic moment by the river. Every Chinese character has its own story, philosophy, and a glimpse of how ancient people saw this world. So if you're learning Chinese or just curious, you're in the right place. Everything I shared today is from Professor Liao Wenhao's book, The Chinese Character Tree. Anyways, thank you for your time and see you next video.